Hello, I'm here at the Imperial War Museum Duxford, formerly RAF Duxford. The museum has an exhibition of Spitfires of varying marks and types. Shall we go and have a look at them?
The first Mark I Spitfires were flown by 19 Squadron at Duxford in August 1938. During the war years and after, Spitfires kept pace with the increasing demands of war. Mark I Spitfires were powered by the famous Merlin engine and had 8 machine guns. This particular Spitfire, N3200, was flown by Squadron Leader Geoffrey Stevenson at Dunkirk and was shot down on its first and last mission on the 26th of May 1940. It lay in the Sounds of northern France until 1986, when it was recovered, restored and subsequently donated to the museum. By late 1940, Mark I Spitfires were being replaced by Mark IIs in operational service. This aircraft, AR-213, saw service with 57 operational training units. The current colour scheme and identification numbers are that of 71 Eagle Squadron. The Mark V Spitfire was designed to compete with the upgraded Messerschmitt Bf-109 and was fitted with a more powerful engine and cannon as well as machine guns. This aircraft flew with 315 and 317 Polish squadrons and today bears the colours of 303 Polish Squadron which fought in the Battle of Britain. It is named Sumatra because it was a presentation Spitfire from the people of the Dutch East Indies. The LF version of the Mark V Spitfire was designed with the clipped wing to increase manoeuvrability at low altitudes. During 1942, this aircraft flew with 402 Squadron Royal Canadian Air Force and was flown by Squadron Leader Geoffrey Northcott, who shot down 6 German aircraft in this aeroplane. This Mark V-C was fitted with 4 cannons and could also carry bombs. They were mainly used in the Mediterranean and the Far East. JG-891 flew with the Royal Australian Air Force in New Guinea and it crashed in 1944. It is today in desert markings with code for 249 Squadron RAF. The Mark IX Spitfire was produced to counter the threat of the Focke-Wulf FW-190, the so-called Butcher Bird, pending the introduction of the Mark VIII. However, it became the most produced Spitfire type of all. This aeroplane shot down a Messerschmitt 109 and 3 Focke-Wulf 190s whilst being piloted by South African ace Henry Lardner Burke of 222 Squadron. The Mark VIII Spitfires mainly saw service in the Far East and the Mediterranean. This example appears to have flown with the Royal Australian Air Force under serial number MV154. It is today seen with the code of 145 Squadron Royal Air Force. PV-202 was built as an LF Mark IX and flew with 33 Squadron in France, Belgium and Holland. It also flew with the Royal Canadian Air Force 412 Squadron. Post-war it was converted into a two-seat trainer for the Irish Air Corps. It is today seen in the colours and code of 33 Squadron. From the beginning of the war, Spitfires were used in a photo reconnaissance role, and this aircraft is fitted with camera ports in the side of the fuselage. It is known to have made at least one high-altitude mission over Germany in April 1945. Today the aircraft is known as the NHS Spitfire and made several flypasts of hospitals in 2020. Money has also been raised by donations for names to be displayed on the aircraft. The Mark 14 Spitfire was fitted with the Griffon engine and had better performance than its predecessors. This aircraft served with the Belgian Air Force from 1948 and is in the colours of 41 Squadron, which flew at the 1947 Blackpool Air Race. This aircraft is a fighter reconnaissance version with clipped wings, which was fitted with camera ports as well as its usual armament. This aircraft flew with the Royal Indian Air Force in 1946. It is today in the colours of Ace Wing Commander Johnny Johnson, who had it painted with his initials JEJ for James Edgar Johnson. This model is generously described as undergoing restoration. The Mark 21, 22 and 24 Spitfires were the pinnacle of the Spitfire Evolution and were virtually redesigned with the better Griffon engine and redesigned wings. It was capable of flying at 90 miles per hour faster than the Mark 1. Deep within the main hall of the airspace exhibit lies this Mark 24 Spitfire. This aircraft was originally built in 1947 and was allocated to 80 Squadron RAF in 1950. From 1952 it was transferred to the Hong Kong Auxiliary Air Force and flew for the last time over Hong Kong for the Queen's Birthday Parade in 1955.